rockin' beats.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Back to Halliburton. Over West. Halliburton with the bucket. Coach Van Gundy, with these two bigs, I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Strus. And it's off from three-point range. Halliburton outside. It's stolen by Strus. Here's Castle. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Over in the corner, Pritchard. No good with the triple. Houston has come out of the gates quickly. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious. His size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Halliburton, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Here's Castle. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Pass to Reeves. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. West outside to the inside. And the dunk by Giannis.
You could see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you, Kevin.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And so it's Milwaukee now. After the Rockets pick up 3. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Here's Castle. Now here's West. Back to Castle. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Halliburton, no good.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
West gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Left side, O'Neal. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Now here's West. 7 points in the game. Houston moving the ball around. And it's Strus missing. Back to Anderson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so it's the 20. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Back to West. There's the lob. And Antetokounmpo. Now Dort. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Strus. Now Castle. Stolen by Anderson. Grant in the post. Offensive rebound. Anderson outside. Wants to get it over to Dort, and does. Here's Castle. And the layup falls. Castle's got 6 points.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So both teams changing it up here. Bucks trail by 15. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
And stolen by Achua. Pass to Harper. Out to the wing. Six on the shot clock. The shot by Williams, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
There's a screen by Williams. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
The strength of this rookie, Harper, getting to the rim.
Down low. And stolen by Achua. Here's Williams. Pass to Achua. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Rockets leading by 18. Here's Harper, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harper's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And the Bucks miss again. Here's Houston now. In the corner, Okoro with it. Outside Harper, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And Williams is right there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Halliburton for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And how about the commitment there from Halliburton, sticking with it and getting himself to the line.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Harper into the lane. Count it. Harper's got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And stolen by Achua. Harper, no good. Bucks trailed by 21. O'Neal outside. Pass to Grant. And O'Neal gets it to go. Shaq's got his second basket.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Harper's shot's good.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Anunoby. No good on the 3. Rockets leading by 21. Takes it inside. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Substitution for your Bucks.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Anunoby outside. Stolen by Okoro. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Back to Harper. And he makes that one. Harper's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Rockets ahead, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And the great shooters know when and they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
And so here is Houston. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's West. And a big pounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. West has got 12.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Pritchard with the ball. Halliburton inside the three-point line.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
To the middle. The kick out to Anunoby. Will it go? And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
Tyrese Halliburton.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, this will make you a little uneasy. Missing 4 in a row to start the third.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor. Well, his offense is carrying them right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Dort. Back to West. Three-pointer. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Back to you.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Bucks making a switch here. And it's Halliburton penetrating. And it's West in the corner. Screen by Giannis. Inside. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for him.
50 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Hawkins. Back to Reeves. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Houston.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
That one goes in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Jaquez outside. Pass to Halliburton. And so it's Houston with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been active and effective.
67.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Anunoby. The Bucks working the ball around. Mathurin for three. And here's Houston. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now by Anderson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, Giannis is a force on the floor. The power, the scoring, the rebounding, the defense, he gives you everything.
Here's Strus. Fires it up. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And stolen by Anunoby. Shot from 12. No good off the back of the rim. And it's the Rockets with the ball. And here is Harper. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The fadeaway. The rebound by Anderson.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
Here's Mitchell. Back to Mathurin. Over Okoro. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Harper. Going inside. Here's Achua. The kick out to Harper. This one for three. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
I love the way in which Harper's attacking right now, finding the soft spots.
For three, Mitchell hits it from three-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's O'Neal. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now here's Harper. Over to the wing. The wide open shot from Strus. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the paint. It's deflected. And stolen by Achua. Here's Harper. Up again. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Bucks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points, and the basket is good.
Well, a great job by Anderson there, making himself a threat off the ball.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
Left side, Antetokounmpo fades. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Mitchell. The Rockets pull it in.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
He gets it in there.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.